Hey guys, it's Jack here, and in today's video I just want to do a quick review on the Smartbox by Innokin. Now this is sent to me by my good friend Jason at cometovape.com, and this is also the same kit that got me back into vaping. So today we're going to take a closer look at it. I'm going to give you some of the pros and cons that I find with this kit and whether or not I'll recommend it for beginner users. So taking a closer look at the kit, on one side you'll find the ventilation holes for the battery, but they only have it on one side and not on the back. You actually insert the 18650 battery down from the bottom, so this is a screw cap, and on the front you'll find the fire button, and this button also serves as the battery indicator. It shows a green, yellow and red, where green is good to go, yellow halfway, red low on battery. Now down at the bottom there are the mouth to lung and direct to lung light indicator. To turn on or turn off the device, you just have to click the fire button 5 times. So the device is turned off and now it's turned on. So this kit does come with the atomizer. This is the iSub V tank. It holds 2 ml of e-juice, and they actually have very decent size air holes. If you can see that, that's right there. Now, to get you a better understanding on how big the kit actually is, I got my old cigarette box just to compare. So you see, height wise, the atomizer will stick out a bit, but width wise is it's much more petite, and the width, depth, it's about the same. And weight wise, I will compare that maybe to 2 18650 batteries. So the whole kit together, they weigh about the same, so you get the general idea. Now on speaking of the battery, now this kit does not come with the 18650 battery, and I know that a lot of viewers may already know this, but for those who don't, there are actually 2 types of 18650 battery, and this mod can only take the ones with the flat positive. Now this is the 18650. This is also a 18650. However, this kit will not be able to fit this type where the positive have a little lump, and I think this is actually the 18650B. Now I'm not sure if all of the ones with the lump on the positive are B, but let me know in the comments. So the mod does read coil ranges from 0.35 all the way to 3.5 ohm, and it can give the maximum output of 45 watts. So it's fairly enough and fairly decent as a beginner's mod. Now this kit does come with its pros and cons, and now I'm going to go over all the things that I don't really like, or I think that they can make an improvement on, and then I'm going to go over all the things that I do like. Now, in my opinion, the way that Innokin have this design, I think they kind of want to target beginners users, and I think this kit will be more appealing if it comes with the battery. Now, is it a big deal? Not really, but I think it just seems like there's one more step to go through, okay? And which also leads me to my second dislike, or yeah, and that would be no onboard charging. Now, I know there's a lot of controversies around if you should charge those type of battery on the device itself. However, not having that, it just means that you have no option but to buy maybe like 2 battery if you want to continuously vape, and it also means that you have to invest on the charger as well. Now that is okay, because later on in like higher advanced mods, They do use like 18650 battery, so you will have to invest on them anyway. However, I think if they have it included, I just think that it would be much better. Now, the last thing that I don't really like about this kit, it's not really about the kit, it's more on the tank. I think this tank leaks more than it should, or compared to other tank. I'm not sure if it's the unit I have, but then like or the way how I use it. Now keep in mind that this is a very small kit, and I showed you compared to the cigarette box. They are almost the same size. So in my perspective, it's okay to put this in my pocket. Now with all the air holes shut off, it is okay. It is okay to walk around if you're not running. Just normal walking, there shouldn't be a problem. However, um, whenever you sit down or whenever I sit down, I would have to put this on a flat surface. I can't have this in my pocket, otherwise it would just leak more than it should. Now I know a lot of the tanks do leak, but it's just, I think in my opinion, it leaks more compared to other tanks. Is it a deal breaker? No, not really, but it's just something that I think they can. Now I'm going to go over everything that I do like about the Innokin Smartbox. And the first reason being the build quality and the design. Now I really enjoy that. This is very well built. I'm not sure exactly what it's made out of. I would assume some kind of aluminium. There are no loose parts. Everything is very well put together. The fire button, it gives a decent amount of tactile feedback. And I think they have put a lot of attention when it comes to the design. I really appreciate how they have rounded all the corners off. There are no sharp edges. And if you look at it closely, the two flat side are not actually flat. It's ever slightly curved inward. Now it doesn't seem much, but it makes the whole gripping much better. Believe me on that. You can actually feel it, and I have to give that a credit. In fact, I've never had this slipped out of my hands before. Now speaking of the design, I think I really enjoy the compactness of this kit, and I think I always come back to it once in a while, take it to work because it's just so convenient. Now I don't carry a huge bag. In fact, I'll show you my EDC bag. So I have my EDC bag. Regardless of my outfit, I'll carry this, and within I have a dedicated vaping pocket. Now on a typical work day, I'll bring juice, spare battery, and some kind of kit. Now I'm able to fit all of that in that pocket, and it fits in so well that I don't have to worry about any leakage. And when I get back to the office and I travel up and down my building for my smoking break, I can just put this in my pocket, and like I don't have to carry it in my hand. Now I wear suit to work, so some of you may know, if you carry something like this, the X Cube Ultra, which takes two 18650 battery, this becomes very hefty and very heavy, and if you wear suit pants, they don't work together, okay? And lastly, I think this kit is fairly decently spec'd. Now as I mentioned before, this kit, the mod, it does support coil ranges from 0.35 all the way to 3.5 ohms, and it does give the maximum output of 45 watts. Now what does that mean? It just means that you have a lot of option, and it comes with the atomizer with 3 coils, 2 with 0.5 ohm and 1 with 1.2 ohm. Now it means that you can switch them around just to test out and see which one you like more, if you like mouth to lung and direct to lung, and it detects it automatically, so there's nothing to fiddle with, which I really enjoy. Now a lot of times I don't like to mess around with the wattage and temperature. I just want to have a quick vape, and this is what it gives me, like spot on. Is it accurate? I would say so. I've tested quite a few atomizers with this mod. It does read it relatively accurate. Okay, is it the best? No, not really, but it does the job and does the job fairly well. And even the stock atomizer. Now I'm using the 0.5 ohm with the cloud chasing tip. So as you can see, it does create decent amount of vapor. Sorry. Now, to sum it up, would I recommend this for beginner? I would recommend to any beginner, or so someone that wants to upgrade from disposable e-cigarette. Now, in fact, I'm planning to give this to my brother Thomas. He's a smoker. He have vaped before with my kid, but he never have his own kid. Um, and now I am kind of over cigarettes, so I think it's time for me to pass this kit to him and see if this can help him to, because as I mentioned earlier, this is also the same kit that got me into vaping and quitting cigarette. I might get him. I'll invite him to come on and share his story of, yeah, but that's another story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, if you have any questions or comment, please leave it down in the comments, and I'll catch you in another video. Thank you very much.